Perek Gimel Rosh Hashana Taf Kav Chesuf Amud Aleph Zos Omeres Hatokeh Lishir Yatzachulu. So that's to say, someone who blows the shofar as a song, so the Yotze Zichron Truah Ksiv. It says a remembrance of the blowing. U Perush Aleph Mem Misasik Ba'almahu Kamash Malan, and it says in this Perush that somebody who's what it means is somebody who's not intending to blow the shofar for the mitzvah, but they're just blowing for themselves. They're still yotze. Mashmalan apalgav the misasek hu yotza. So we learn that even though they're misasek, they're not intending to do the mitzvah, they're still yotze. The mitzvahs ain tzrichim kavana, because the mitzvahs do not need direct intent to fulfill them. And Torah Ohr Pashas told us, Dibur HaMaschil Vayachpru of the Yitzchak. Look in Torah Ohr about how the servants of Yitzchak dug Ki Inyan HaMitzvos Hem Hagbal L'mayla B'pnimiyusam V'shosham, because the concept of the mitzvos are an elevation above into their inner concept and source. Ach shenislabshu b'cham levushim chulu, only that they've descended into a number of garments and so forth. Umikol makom romzim al madrega hagavoha shebishorsham, but nonetheless they hint to the high level in their source. K'mo b'mitzvahs tzitzis shinyanei l'mayla chulu, like in the mitzvah of tzitzis, that its concepts are above. And since the mitzvahs are already above, it does not need the service of man to fix them and to intend to their true level. Because the mitzvahs do not need the intent, because the mitzvahs themselves are perfect and fixed, and came down from above to below. Hamshachos elokus shigorem ina mitzad avodas rak machmas mitzvos atzman chulu. And the person who does the mitzvos, the elokus that they draw down, that they cause, is not because of their avodah, only because of the mitzvahs themselves that they did. So they're not the ones who are actually drawing it down, but the mitzvah is already on that level. And they're just, because they did the mitzvah, it comes. And Shem, look over there in Torah Ohr. Vayachparu. Vayin Ohr b'Torah Ohr Parshas B'Shalach b'Dibur HaMaschil Ususas b'Dich V'Paro. And look in Torah Ohr B'Shalach, the Susasi, Lasham Perish Inyan HaMitzvos B'etzem Hu B'china Shel HaMayla Misurus L'Sata V'asi Shapir Kanal. And that, look over there, the mitzvos are in essence a concept that's beyond what we can reach with our arousal from below. And it makes sense, like we said, it fits with what we brought before, L'chein in Tzarich Kavana, that you don't need to have intention when you do the mitzvos. Achapos Kim Sfira Lahem Command Amar Mitzvos Shichos Kavana. But the poskim, they hold, like the opinion, the Gemara, that the mitzvahs do need kavana. Vayin mizeh b'lekuti Torah parshas Balak b'dibur hamaschil hevbit avin b'Yakov. Ve'ef shalom, and we can say dahinu ki mitzad b'mitzvos yesh beis b'chinos, that there are in the mitzvahs two concepts. Ha'alef asiyas hakli mema shemevara mishviras hakelim. The first is the vessel that you make from what you purify from the breaking of the vessels, and that does need intent because you're the one who's purifying it. Or we can say, or we can further say, further with this idea about someone who blows the shofar as a song, he's yotze according to what's brought on the verse, that in the night you'll sing with me. Shiro kri, that it's written shira, and we read it shiro. And it's written in the feminine, and we read it in the masculine. Hashir zehu inyan tainug shashua hamelech. Now the concept of song is the concept of pleasure. the playfulness of the king. Like the idea of it, that it's a pleasure for me every day. Which is not the case with the shofar. It places fear upon you and trembling. Because the concept of the shofar is the source of pleasure that's beyond feeling the pleasure. And according to that, then somebody who blows as a song, they're not yotzei. Because the shofar is not at all a concept of song or pleasure, but rather a concept of fear and nullification. Like it says that the nation all trembled by the giving of the Torah, and there was the voice of the shofar very strong. That according to the opinion that mitzvahs don't need kavana, that's also the same opinion that holds that somebody who blows it as a song, they're yotzei. Kiven al kol panim taka tarat, since they at any rate blew the tekiah trua tekiah. Havshkin iskaven lebechinas shiur, even though they intended as a song, v'hargashas hatainug, and to feel the pleasure. Haray mitzvahs ein svichos kavana, but the mitzvahs don't need that intent. But on the other side, he's implying here that the opinion that says the mitzvahs do need kavana, so they hold that if you tokei l'shir lo yatsa, that if you blow as a song, you're not yotzeh. Tezvav Reish Perek Daled Rosh Hashana Daf Chavtes Amud Beis. So it's brought in Rosh Hashana. Kasuv Echad Omer Shabbos on Zichron Trua. One pasuk says a Shabbos, a remembrance of the blowing. V'lo Trua Mamash, and not an actual blowing. Ela Mikros Shel Trua Amru. But the verses of blowing are mentioned. And the other verse says a day of blasting of the shofar blast will be for you. Lo kashya. And so it's not a question. Kan biyom tov shechali yos b'Shabbos. Kan biyom tov shechali yos b'chol. Ad gan l'shono. So it's not a question. Rather, here is referring to Yom Tov that falls on Shabbos, and here to Yom Tov that falls during the week. V'chein hu b'medrash Rabba Emor suf parsha chavtes. V'yesh lahakshos al zeh dahama she'ein token b'Shabbos inu min deoraisa. But we can ask a question that we don't blow on Shabbos, it's not from the Torah, ki imi d'Rabbanan, rather it's from the rabbis. V'yesh so why do you have two psukim in the Torah then that seem to imply this? V'yesh yashiv d'mikol makom ha'inyan emes, that we can say that nonetheless the concept is true. The av keshetoken b'Shabbos inu rak zichron trua, that even if you can't learn it from the verses themselves, but the concept is true within the Torah itself, that even when you don't blow on Shabbos, it's like the pasuk says, it's only a remembrance. Inu rak zichron trua. That even when you blow on Shabbos, it's still considered a zichron trua, even when you blow. Because blowing refers to and hints to the attribute of judgment. Like it says that Elokim, judgment, went up, or is expressed and exalted with the blowing of the shofar. And that's the idea of Yitzchak, and because on Shabbos that you call the Shabbos pleasure, then the attribute of judgment is not in a concept of judgment. Because the name of Havaya is shining, not Elokim. Therefore, the blowing of the shofar on Rosh Hashanah that's on Shabbos is not like the blowing of the shofar when it doesn't fall on Shabbos. But rather, it's called the remembrance of the blowing. a remembrance of the judgment that would have been on the weekday. Yerushalmi Rosh Hashana Perek Gimel Dalet Sukkah Nun Megillah Beis Design Daf Lamed Beis Amud Aleph Minayin Sheomer Malchios Zichronos V'Shofros. How do we know that we say kingships and remembrances and shofars? Rabbi Elazar Omer Shneamar Shabboson Zichron Trua Mikra Kodesh. Because it says Shabboson, a remembrance of the blowing, called holy. Shabboson Zekdushas Hayom, the Shabboson, that's the holiness of the day. Zichron, so the remembrance. Elu Zichronos, that refers to the Zichronos, we say. Trua Elu Shofros Kulo Ein Sham, and so the Trua, it refers to the shofar. So when it says Shabboson, that's the holiness of the day, so that's Malchuyos L'chora. Ein Sham, look over there. We need to understand Bishleim al Rabbi Yalif Malchuyos Ma'ani Havai Elokeichem. So it makes sense according to Rabbi that learns the kingships from I am Hashem your Elokah, L'ani V'lager Tazov, that you should leave it to the poor and the convert. And right afterwards says in the 7th month, in the first day of the month, Shapir Yalif Tezeu Rosh Hashana Dafkai. So it makes sense to learn that this is in Rosh Hashana, that we say I am Hashem your Elokeichem, and then B'chodesh Hashvi'i right after. So you have to make Hashem your Elokeichem on B'chodesh Hashvi'i B'chad L'chodesh. V'smichus Zel Rosh Hashana Hinu Kamo Shekazu B'medrash Rabba Emor Parsha Chavtes She'al Yidei Lo Sich Lapei Sadecha, that, and we can say that this is like it's what it says in Medrash Rabba Emor, that through us not completely taking all of our fields, but leaving the corner, leaving the edge. Through that I will not destroy you or get rid of you on the day of judgment of Rosh Hashanah. So the concept of leaving for the poor directly affects the judgment. Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, Yaliv min pasuk vayalachem zikaron chulu ani chulu, and that I am Hashem, that it'll be for your remembrance. I am Hashem. Imkein hari pshute dekra ne'amar al rosh chadashim u'moadim. So the simple meaning of the verse is that it's on the Rosh Chodesh and the holidays. Ubehem in umrim malchuyos, and then we don't say the kingships. Yain sham lekaman. So look later on where we'll explain the opinion of Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Yehuda, and where we learn out Malchuyos and so forth.